If you have visited Pictured Rocks, you probably focused on the western end. Big waterfalls, dramatic cliffs, and boat tours. But this time, we are staying deep in the eastern side, right on 12 Mile Beach in a cute little cabin we rented for the weekend. That means a whole new set of adventures, hidden trails, historic landmarks, and rugged, off-grid beauty that feels completely different from the popular side of the park. So, where do you start when you're exploring a whole new side of Pictured Rocks? Let's dive in, I'm going to show you. Well, we are heading out. Just left the cabin. We're gonna walk back to the vehicle, see what we can see today. I want to head over to the Slide Overlook, possibly the Ausable Lighthouse, and then Sable Falls. We're just gonna hike out and then drive to those places. So I think that'll be a better option. Plus, as usual, we're getting a late start. I think it's almost noon already, so we're not the quickest in the morning. That's okay. Is that pretty? That was a really pretty hike. Especially with all the leaves falling down. Closed for lunch. That is a pretty lighthouse. I bet the view will be pretty up there. So off in the distance, that is actually the Slide Overlook, which is where we'll be going next. So we were talking about maybe climbing down it. There's lots of stories of people going down it and then regretting it. I told it's $1,000 to be rescued from the bottom. So we were sort of thinking about it, but now looking at it from here, I can see why there's so many people saying that they regretted going down. I don't know if it translates on the camera, but that is definitely looks like a big challenge. It's really steep, really sandy. I guess we'll see when we get there what it looks like from the top, but yeah. This is 2 miles away, by the way, so to give you an idea of the perspective. What do you think, honey? Are we going to climb it?
I don't know. I'd have to look from the bottom.
From the bottom? Well, when you're on the bottom, then you have to go up.
Well, do we take the trail and then we can climb up and then we just slide back down? That'd be the easy part. I don't know. That's a lot.
Famous last words. The Ausable Lighthouse has been standing strong since 1873, keeping watch over Lake Superior's wild, unpredictable waters. The tower itself is 86 feet tall, but here's the cool part. It's not just sitting on the shoreline. It actually extends 23 feet underground, locked into bedrock to handle everything Lake Superior throws at it: winds, waves, and brutal storms. Originally, lighthouse keepers fueled its third-order Fresnel lens with lard oil. Yup, actual lard. Later, they switched to kerosene before the light was fully automated in 1958. Now, it's running on solar power, still shining from the catwalk railing, just like it has for over 150 years. We're so high up. Can't see. There, now you can see yourself. It's pretty cool.
Don't drop it.
I won't. Before technology, lighthouse keepers had to get creative. To help ships find their way in fog, they used steam-powered horns, kinda like a giant whistle. They'd heat water until it turned to steam, then push it through the horn to make a deep, loud sound that could be heard for miles. Most the horn ran on coal or wood, creating enough steam to send out a unique signal. Sailors could hear it in thick fog and know exactly where they were without seeing the shore. Well, that was a cool tour. I'm glad we did the whole tour. It took about 45 minutes, but then we got to go up to the top of the lighthouse, which was really cool. It was very informative. It's hot though, so I'm glad there's a breeze at the moment.
Look at the stuff.
Lumberjacks eating as many as 9,000 calories per day.
Heck yeah. That's why I need so much.
Yeah.
I'm a hard worker.
That's cool.
I thought it was like a military gun.
Here's all the warnings.
300
National
vertical.
Park Service has conducted several visitor rescues here in recent years. Don't become a statistic. Oh. 500 feet.
Yep.
Back in Michigan's logging days, workers built a massive wooden chute here to send logs flying down the dunes into Lake Superior, where they'd be floated to sawmills in Grand Marais. Legend has it the friction from dry logs sliding down could even set the chute on fire.
I don't know about today. That's a heck of a workout.
They did Ausable. They went to like a lighthouse, a waterfall. Like, yeah, we're not hitting it quite that hard because they had 4 days.
It would take me like 4 minutes to go down and then up. But sometime, can we come again and can I do it?
Off to the left to look at the dunes.
Yeah.
Oh, probably up over the top edge. That's a long ways down.
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
That's easy.
Hey, buddy. Look at, that's where we were. There's a lighthouse way over there.
If you come right here first, you can see those people down there. Look how small those people are. That's a big difference. Like, that's the first ones to see it. You see like 2 football fields.
I could do it.
Someday.
No, I could do it. Oh, what was that one trail that the guys were talking about?
So we're here at the log slide.
It's a long ways down.
It's a long ways down. We are not going to be doing that today. It's already about 4 p.m. for one thing. I think if we got here early in the day and then had planned on, getting down there early, maybe playing in the water for a few hours and then making the climb up. But at this point, it's late enough in the day that we'd get down there, spend a very small amount of time, and then probably take an hour just to get back up. So definitely on the bucket list for a different time.
Yay! Just think, that's 20 feet of 500. So you'd have to do that like 62 times.
From the log slide, it was a quick drive to our next stop, Sable Falls. And honestly, we don't mind the drive one bit because earlier in the trip, something pretty exciting happened. So we were on our way to a camping trip. And we happened to drive by the Toyota dealership. And we had stopped here on our last trip to look at 4Runners. And Josh was he had seen this certain color that they have. It's called Solara, I think it is. It's a really beautiful, bright orange. But it's more like it's not orange. I don't know. I'll show you. But and they didn't have any in stock at the time. They said they were going to have a real hard time getting a 4Runner in that color. They didn't have any. They didn't have hardly any 4Runners, like brand new 4Runners on the lot at all. Now here it is a month later, and we drove by and we saw a Tacoma in that color. So we decided to pull in, and lo and behold, brand new 4Runner in that color just came in. It was actually reserved for somebody else, and the deal fell through. They didn't want it. So kind of seeming like it's meant to be. So so now we've been here for an hour. They're running through the financing and everything because we took it for a test drive. Josh really wants it.
Still really uncomfortable with the plastic.
Brand new vehicle. So now we are waiting in the parking lot to see if we're going to be proud owners of a brand new 4Runner. It is beautiful. We'll see.
Back would be bringing.
So there it is. It looks pretty red on the camera. That's funny. But it's actually a bright orange. I actually like the white one. It's an older one. But I mean, that one's nice too. What's the word?
I don't know yet. They're submitting it.
Okay. See? There it is. There he is, right there. There's the vehicle.
Very first new Toyota. Very first new car, period.
Woo! Looks good on ya.
So we need to go
So now that our new ride is officially part of our adventure, let's hit the road again. Next stop, Sable Falls.
Nice country trail.
Alright, so there's 168 stair steps down. Forest is out of energy already. Then it was on to the nearest town, Grand Marais, Michigan, where we happened to stumble upon the Lightkeepers Museum right on the shore. Walking through this museum, you can almost feel the history, like stepping into the daily life of a lighthouse keeper from over a century ago. Built in 1896, this house was home to keepers who worked tirelessly to maintain the light, guiding ships safely along Lake Superior's unpredictable waters. The rooms are filled with original artifacts, from logbooks to worn tools, each telling a story of the people who lived here. The caretaker was so welcoming, happy to see visitors after a quiet season. We promised to spread the word because places like this deserve to be remembered. Outside, the Commercial Fishermen's Memorial honors those who have braved these waters, a reminder of the deep connection between this town and the lake. After exploring the Lightkeepers Museum and getting a glimpse of Grand Marais' history, we realized we were starving. But before finding food, something caught our eye: the Pickle Barrel Museum, one of those places you don't plan to stop at, but you can't ignore. Unfortunately, it was closed, so food won this battle. But the real surprise, the hidden gem we found just down the road. How cute this little diner is. Forrest and I are splitting the smash burger. It looks so good. And he chose the Michigan cherry barbecue paddle cooked chips. So cool. It looks really good. We left with bellies full and our wanderlust satisfied, at least for now. But the adventure wasn't quite over yet. On the way home, we had one last stop waiting for us.
We're pretty even. Forest. not part of the sculpture, it's a boy. So just a real quick video with Lakenenland. If you want to see the full video that when Forrest and I came here from a few years ago, I can link that down below. But it's such a cool place to come. It doesn't cost to get in, but they do accept donations. So it's just a really fun little place. And it's nice if you're traveling, obviously, between Munising and Marquette. It's a nice place to just kind of stop and get out and stretch your legs.